Alright, let's see what we got here. What's on today? What's 600? President of Florida Independent Wrestling. Alright, I can dig that. Alright, hold on, that's a bunch of crap. Come on. Chris, who are you fooling? Chris, are you serious? President of Florida Independent Wrestling. Chris Nelson. Drug dealing, whore banging, rat stealing, son of a gun. We would never ever have a president like, well, okay, maybe. Alright, but that's not here nor there. Here's the deal, Chris Nelson. You're going to be president of all Florida wrestling, right? And you want this to be done, you want that to be done. That's all fine and dandy. But here's the thing, Chris, and you yourself know it. You're not in touch anymore. You see, I remember last year when you came back and you were crying, you're like, here's my State of the Union address. And nobody knew what a State of the Union address was, Chris Nelson. Nobody except the two people who read StrictlyWrestling.com knew what a State of the Union address was. So now we have everybody saying, oh, Chris Nelson is a god. Look, he's so funny and witty. He's a great wrestler. Really? Has anybody in the past 10 years really seen you wrestle, Chris Nelson? Because I have. And to be a wrestling god, to be this great dynamic force, this energy that people are making you out to be, I for one don't buy it. So you want to bring back fights in the locker room. Well, Chris Nelson, I can handle that. I've been in quite a few myself. You want to bring back doing drugs, banging rats. Yeah, that's worked out well for you, huh? You see, Chris Nelson, why don't you go on and tell us about your great career, your great rise to the top of the World Wrestling Federation, your chance at glory, your heavyweight title runs. Wait, you can't, because you're too busy banging whores and putting stuff up your nose and doing who knows what to make it in this business. But you know what? A clean guy like me, with whose head is straight on his shoulders, Chris Nelson, that's the type of guy who's going to make it in this business. So you can give all the advice that you want to all the young up-and-comers. That's great, Chris. But nobody cares. So 13 people think you are an internet success. I'm not buying it. You see, once upon a time, in 2000, a long time ago in the wrestling business here, Chris Nelson, a long time ago, you were beat by a scrawny 145-pound kid in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. And you lost the IPW Tag Team Champion. And that scrawny little kid, he put on a little bit of weight. He got a little bit smarter. And he learned to beat the ever-living shit out of people. So Chris Nelson, don't think that I'm some young 145-pound kid who knows nothing in this business anymore. That's what I did then. What will I do to you now? I challenge you for 10 minutes to put on a wrestling match with me. I'm not talking about get on the mic for 12 and sing Copacabana and insult the young and old and stupid redneck fans that are in the crowd by telling them if they inflate their tire, the refrigerator door will stay closed. We've heard it. We know that they're the reason it's called a toothbrush and not a teeth brush. We've heard it, Chris. Again, I'm not buying it. So for once, stand up and be a man. Don't be the Chris Nelson that everybody loves. Be the Chris Nelson that I once knew to be a fighter. Look at this. You want people to wear wrestling gear, tights. Look at yourself, Chris. You wear American flag pants, for goodness sakes. Come on. You're better than this, Chris. And I know it. I know it for a fact. Whether you step up to the plate or whether you retire for the 432 consecutive time, it's up to you, Chris. So why don't you go and drag your partner, Vito DiNucci? He hasn't retired half as many times as you, but it's been up there. So why don't you drag him into the ring? Why don't you make sure you get your boots all shiny. And you get your stuff all hanging in your singlet there. I want you to step up to the plate. Because I know for a fact that you can do it, Chris. Do you know? I know for a fact that last year at the Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup, you stepped into the ring with Roderick and Cedric Strong and put on a hell of a fight. Do you got one more in you, Chris? One more is all I ask. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I don't want to hear about it on the internet. I don't want to hear how you're coming out of retirement. I don't want to care what you would do if you were the president of Florida Wrestling. I want to hear about the Chris Nelson that gets in the ring and beats people's asses like it was 1972 or whatever year you made your debut. Now, Chris, I know you only got a couple good teeth, so why don't you put those in, and why don't you answer the call that I had put before you. You can do it on the internet. You can do it in person. You can show up to my house and knock on my door and tell me that you accept the challenge. I don't care. I don't. I really don't. I just want to hear it from you. Now, whether it's on the internet, the worldwide of the webs, Chris Nelson, I'm begging you. 10 minutes, one good match, or 50 if you think you have it in you. Because I guarantee the Chris Nelson of now can't beat the Naphtali of now. Because you couldn't beat me then, you can't beat me now, you can't beat me tomorrow, you can't beat me when I'm asleep, you can't even beat me knocked out. So Chris, I'm begging you. 1, 2, 5, 10 matches. Let's do it. Let's get in the ring. And who cares about everything that we've done in the past? The past is the past. You want to make a mark in this business? Nobody cares what happened in the 90s. Nobody cares what happened at the beginning of this decade. They only care about right now. People have a 3-minute attention span, which means the things that I said at the beginning of this video, people don't even remember. But Chris, I remember. And I'm sure for the rest of your life, if you do not answer this call, you will always remember that you just couldn't do it. President of Florida Wrestling. Oh, porn.